Yeah. Yeah. All right, we're still online. Going into a new room, apparently.
Looks that way.
All right then. Well, didn't go as planned, but welcome everyone to the next gen versus the race department special event. And tonight I am joined by Ben Milden on commentary.
Yeah,
Well,
thanks for that, Frank. Got suckered into this. But yeah, no worries. Welcome along, everyone. Two giants of the simulation world, should we say that? Or is that too much?
well, no, I think you're right. Both are very fast leagues. So
Yep.
tonight is the battle of the giants. To
Oh, the giants,
see,
TNGTC versus Next Gen.
yes, and see who comes out victorious. So we'll
Yeah,
have
I'm
a
not even.
full grid.
Yeah, looks like. Um, I've raced them both, so I'm not biased.
No, and a lot of people have raced in both. Tonight we can see that Fraser, NGR Fraser, he used to race for in the TNGTC. We have a couple of other guys who did, and some guys who came from Next Gen to the TNGTC league. So yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty tight race. Two races tonight. One GT3 race at Spa, and this will be the first race. This has a 20-minute qualifying session followed by a 40-minute race that will be 18 laps, followed by race 2, which is a Clio Cup race at Donington National.
Yep. So basically, the teams, well, the groups, the lobbies, they were able to pick whichever ones they wanted. So TNGTC went with GT3s at Spa, and Next Gen chose the Clios at Donington. So all's fair in love and war by the looks of it.
Yeah, and we'll see. Of course, the TNGTC only races GT3 cars normally, and Next Gen is a bit more versatile, I think. They do a couple of different sorts of races.
Yeah, that's fair to say, I would say, because yeah, you can go on both sides. Next Gen, you can reach through Facebook and Twitter. I think they have a website as well. TNGTC, same website, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. So all looking for drivers, so of all different sort of speeds. So don't be afraid.
No, exactly.
And,
There is always room for a driver. Sometimes there is a full roster, but even then we can always use new drivers, spare drivers for the reserve list. And you are welcome at both the Thursday Night GT Championship and the Next Gen lobbies.
yeah, so don't be afraid. Get yourself involved. We'll add a link to the race at the end, and just put both sites on there so you can reach people. And obviously you can always send us messages in the live chat, and we'll try and respond best way we can.
Exactly. We have one message so far from Benji. Benji is also racing tonight, so he won't be very active on the chat tonight.
He does like a few words, that boy.
Yeah.
I'll obviously respond nicely by saying go away.
Well, that's very nice. So if you want to chat and you want a nice comment by Ben, please go ahead.
No, but seriously, if you want some information on any of what you see tonight, drop us a line. That's what we're here for, sort of thing. We'll run through the drivers as soon as we can and tell you who's with who, if you're not aware of who's racing. And just let everyone make sure they pick the cars first before we start going through it, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess so. And looks like most of the drivers are ready. So I guess we will be starting the qualifying session soon. And there we go. Just like Ben said, if you have any questions, just give us a message through live chat. Or if you are watching this on a replay, don't be afraid to send us a message, and we will always reply as soon as we can.
So who's your money on, Frank?
Oh man, I don't know. I know the TNGTC drivers, of course. I know some of the next gen drivers. Spa is always an eventful race. So I don't know. There are a lot of fast guys.
I think TNGTC, it's so hard to say when you try and say it fast. Well, might have the upper hand in the GT3s because recently done Spa as well, if you remember.
Yep.
And then next gen with the clears should be interesting to see if they can catch up. But we'll see. It may probably pan out the complete opposite.
Yeah, you never know. The next gen drivers are also very capable drivers in GT3 cars. So I don't know what we'll see. It's a full grid, so that's always exciting, especially at a track like Spa.
Yeah. So I take it you're in control of what we see then?
Actually, I'm not.
Oh well, I better do it then. I did wonder, all the options are there, and I'm like, help. Okay, no, I've got this, that's fine.
No, I only have the option hide interface. So that's it.
Yeah, I'm going to start from top to bottom whilst they're on outlaps, and just, Jesus, everyone's on the Kemmel Straight. It just seems to be like a London rush hour here or something like that.
Definitely a long line there.
So we got RCF, Polo, I think that's fair, I think that's right,
yep.
FR, so he's racing for next gen. And anything with NGR is next gen, so the next one is NGR Edu, who I know from Assetto Corsa. He's a very fast guy, and he's in the Ferrari. I believe, the last guy was in the Ferrari as well. And then we got NGR Amiga, 1984. That rings a bell. So I've probably raced him before in the Acura NSX. RS Jim 77. Again, another name that rings a bell. He
used to race in the TNGTC, didn't he?
Oh, I think so.
He was really by different name then.
Yeah, what's really confusing is we got 3 number 31, so this will make it really easy to obviously see these.
Yeah.
We got the first of the Scoobies. It's NGR Scooby G in another number 31 Ferrari. Jack TM 53 Symphonis, is that right? Yeah.
Synopsis.
Synopsis? Oh, you have to say that for me then. Audi R8 number 33. And that's, again, that's next gen. So all next gen so far. Then we have Knight 4001, and he is TNGTC.
Yes.
And he's in his favourite Ferrari number 2, is it?
Yes, his usual livery, then number 2.
You want to tell us about Jeremy a bit? Or?
Oh, well, Jeremy, he has been in the TNGTC for a couple of seasons now. And, well, I used to be his teammate. And, yeah, he's a very good driver. And we'll see what he will do tonight in the Ferrari. We have seen at the Spa race of the TNGTC that the Ferrari is very fast at this track, especially on the Kemmel Straight. So I think we might see a couple of overtakes there with the Ferraris.
I think you could be right, mate. I think you could be right. And then we've got PS Scooby 555, who's actually my teammate in the TNGTC, and I highly rate his chances, knowing how fast he is.
Yeah, definitely. Also, the
Oh, it does.
Audi
Yeah.
did show some good features here at Spa. Also, very fast down the Camel Straight, so that's going to be interesting.
Also drives in real life drives a Vauxhall Corsa Nürburgring edition. Please don't hold that against him and send in any banter towards that, because I might laugh at that. Anyway, we got Seeks 44 again, TNGTC, another fast guy. So I have to rattle through these now because we're underway. NGR Fraser, another guy we raced with. I think you mentioned Fraser before.
Yep.
Liam. I won't even try to pronounce what his real name. Liam at your so that's Liam. He races in TNGTC, yes. And he's in an Audi.
Wasn't he called
Cam.
Dave?
We can call him Dave. He responds to most swear words too as well, so you can try any of those.
Something with thunder. Huh?
Yeah, I can. Yeah. You can say the rest if you want to get
No.
There we got Cam 123 Diz in another Ferrari. Route for these guys. 123, very very fast from TNGTC, one of the front runners. Jamie 430 in a Lamborghini Huracan. You must like a challenge. Boy Raxa 14, so that's Benji in his favourite Audi number 28, and Adam, who's sort of put this together with Mark, who runs TNGTC for us, and he's number 43. So let's just see. We're getting some times in, and so far fastest is NGR Amiga.
All right, with a 2:21.
Beaten by night.
That's a good time by night, and of course the big difference in this race is that the TNGTC usually races with custom setups, and this race is all default to even the field a bit more. So what we used to see at Spa at the TNGTC race were times of around, what was it? Not much faster than these. 19? 18s?
Yeah, 18s.
So, and we have a new pole sitter for now. Benji.
Yep, Benji.
In his Audi.
There he is on screen, and then there's Gaz is in second, so it's TNGTC 1-2 at the moment. And 3.
And 3, yes.
Fastest next gen guy, about a second off at the moment, but it's early doors.
Yeah, we have still 13 minutes to go, so it can go every direction from now and from here.
Liam in 5th at the moment.
Yeah, he usually drives the M6 in the TNGTC, and didn't they make the switch to the Audi before patch 3? They started in the McLarens.
Yeah, started McLarens, then Gaz went to the Audi. And now I think Liam went to the M6 and stayed there, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Fraser now coming through Blanchimont. I'm not sure he's on a lap because my timing's not working.
Well, we'll see in a couple of seconds.
Oh, he's coming up to the line, so he must be still.
I think that was his outlap.
I can tell by just checking the timings. Fraser, yeah, so that was position. Yeah, pretty much on outlap. Just time so far, so you can just see.
Yep, so far we can see that that was NGR Omega, who set a faster time, is now in 3rd position, while Gaz is currently pole sitter at 2:20.8.
Very close. It's nice to see the next gen boys are starting to get their act together and put up a challenge.
Yeah, and as you can see that the top 10 is, well, the top 9 is within 1.5 seconds, so that's good. And it's a nice mix of drivers from both TNGTC as well as the next gen.
That's what we wanted. It's good variety cars actually, although there is three yellow Ferraris, like I said.
Yeah, I think three or four.
Yeah.
And there goes the 31 Ferrari. And there goes the 31 Ferrari. And there goes the 31 Ferrari. Right, so you get the point.
What's Scooby doing back here? He needs to be faster than that.
Yeah, we're not used to that in the league, but maybe he had a couple of mistakes during previous laps.
Yeah.
And we know he can do much better than a 228.
Got a Ferrari on the prowl here. It's RS Gym 77. Looks to be on a bit of a mission.
Yep, following the other yellow Ferrari.
RS Jim's been racing for 17 years, so must be a youngster like me.
17.
Yeah, 17 years. Loves the WRC. And has no chance in GT3, he reckons. Well, he's doing quite well so far, so there's a car spun there, and that looked a bit like NGR. There he is, Amiga. Spun coming out of La Source. Won't hold that against you. Sorry to get it on camera. We're going back to Jim. He's top 5 in the clear, he hopes, so he's obviously waiting for the next race. Back to Gaz, who's leading the way at the moment. Fairly familiar story from our league.
Yeah, and the 220.8 is still his fastest.
Fraser now on screen is only, well, he's less than a 10th now, 62 thousandths of a second behind. Followed by Benji in the Audi.
Yeah, just a 10th. That's very close.
That's good. See, I was worried there would be massive gaps, but really this is very close.
Still,
even down to Jamie's 11th. In a car that I wouldn't thought would go well around here with the front end on that thing.
Yeah, still in the top 12 now, within 1.5 seconds. So that's very good.
There's guys outside there that you'd expect to be inside that will, get faster. And number 0 Ferrari now coming across the line. Nope, a little bit off. It's possibly an outlap. And then we've got Edu, who I know he's fast as well, so I'm expecting good things from him. Seeks as well can do a job, and don't know what Scooby's doing. There's 2 Scoobies as well, just to completely confuse fans. But
luckily, they both have something in front of their name, and doesn't start with.
Well, we got PS and we got probably NGR.
Yeah, I think so.
Just trying to find some people on the laps, but as this is my first time doing this, don't hold it against me. Bit of lag there. Good old Project Cars 2. Across the line in the Ferrari then. Is there going to be any improvement? Nope. Let's get back to the front and see if anyone's. Here comes Fraser, and actually he's got a good chance for slipstream off. Looks like Jeremy up the hill, so through a Rouge. Ooh. A little bit offline at the start of it through Radial. I'm not sure if this is an outlap, it's difficult to know.
He is going quite fast. His start wasn't that good coming off the start-finish line through Eau Rouge. From what I've seen in the TNGTC is that the BMW is actually pretty hard to handle through Eau Rouge and Radion.
Yeah, It's good in Sector 2 though. I haven't raced against it for basically 18 laps, and when we were here, it's very good through Sector 2 and down the hill on that. Very good top speed as well. So ever since the patch, this car's definitely become more of a threat. A little bit easier to handle.
Yeah, for sure, but it's still a very heavy car, and it also handles that way.
Next Gen Dark Sight says hi. Hi.
Hi.
Enjoy the live stream of this event, which is a rare event. And it's thanks to Adam and Mark that they got their heads together and got this sorted. So it's gonna be very interesting. Benji's still third and looks like he's on a bit of a lap. So let's see if we can follow him. I'm trying to like make it fair, so, you know, watch a bit of TNGC, a bit of NGR. No, he's on that lap.
Gas just improved his own time, and he got it down to a 20.8 still. So he got, I think, about 17 thousandths off of his time.
Right, let's see what Fraser can do in response to that then. So I think he's just starting a lap, so...
Yeah.
Yeah? Is that what you're thinking?
I guess so, because I didn't see any...
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Outlap. He's just an outlap of 4 minutes 54, so...
That's quite an outlap.
He must have stopped for a cup of tea, taking in the scenery. You know, it's nice around Spa. You would know.
Yeah, it's a very, very nice view over there in the hills. Probably quite chilly around this time.
Yeah. Up through Radion then, along the Camel Straight, 255 kilometers an hour, braking for the Le Com chicane through there. Nice bit of a drift. That's what we like to see. Taken nicely, a little bit of curb, don't want to take too much because it'll drag you in the gravel. And then braking down to this corner, which I'm sure you'll tell me the name of, Frank.
Yes, no.
Okay, off to the corner with no name, or Liège, whichever you prefer.
Yeah.
Using a nice bit of track there, and then down to Pouin. Careful not to say that wrong.
Yeah. Very nice.
It's driving nicely, following the lines, nice swooping apexes, and then into the chicane, which again I've forgotten.
This is called the Piff Puff.
Piff Puff, is it? Okay.
Yes.
And slowing down by the looks of it. Yeah, definitely eased off there. Right.
Okay.
Let's see if we get a split time. No, not good. Scooby now up to 7th, by the way. Who else we got? Who else haven't we seen, really? Who's this? Edu, still struggling.
Yeah, maybe getting used to the Ferrari.
NGR Amiga just slightly dropping down the list a little bit, but he's only half a second off.
Yeah, it's very, very good to see that it's even now the top 13 within 1.5 seconds. So that's very good. The only 2-3 guys we see are the last 3 guys, and RCF is pretty close, and only the last 2, one of the NGR guys and Seeks, are off a bit more. Don't know what happened to Seeks, because I know he can do a time that is closer to the 220s than this.
Yeah, slightly unusual. But then remember, they're all on the default setups. We should say that, really.
That's true.
So obviously the car won't be as if you spent a couple of days trying to set it up and tweaking it. So they're all in the same boat in that respect, but obviously some cars react better to that than others. I'm sure they had a little sneaky test before this race, though. Being competitive drivers that I'm sure they are.
By the way, I did some research, and I found the name of the corner that I couldn't give you before, and that's Rivage.
I knew you would be. Rivage, that's the name. Oh, Fraser's lost it into Pouon.
Oh, aye, aye.
And that's probably why they call it that. Yeah.
No comment.
Poo on and poo off the track there. So you probably want to go back to the pits for a change of underwear. And while we've got Jeremy doing really well in 6th for TNGTC as he heads down now towards Stavolo. Then they head out on the back straight towards Blanchimont, the insanely fast left-hander.
Yes.
Doing quite well. It's only a 10th off his best so far. Yep, heading towards Blanchimont now, so hold on tight. Chuck it in a little bit off the throttle, back on it as hard as you can, run the curb, not too much, and brake for the bus stop chicane, which is where we should see some overtaking in the race. Nicely in.
Yep.
Nice bit of curb, runs too wide on the exit.
That's a bit wide.
Yeah, probably lost any time that he gained. He had a nice entry into the chicane, so really gained time now. Alright, let's find some NGR boys.
Yep, and we are
Jim
almost
through
the qualifying session time with 12 seconds to go. Everyone who is now on a fast lap can finish it. So maybe we will see some switches in the lineup.
Yep. Jamie just behind Jim here, flashing his lights, but having just used his slipstream up the hill, I'm sure Jim's like, yeah, forget it. In fact, I don't think they're that far apart actually. And, Jim's gone back to the pits, so let's see. At the minute it's Gaz, and he's on a lap now, so let's see this. Through Blanchimont again. Gaz isn't big-headed or anything, so he's decided to choose the Audi with a big number 1 on it. So lost the back there on turning, and the exit was good though.
Yeah,
Cross the line, go for the
time?
shortest.
No.
No, I think that back-end moment. Fraser, is he on a lap?
Fraser is coming through, just went through Pouhon and through the Peath Path. It's not the official name, by the way.
I know it's called something else, but I can't remember, and I actually quite like the name, so I'm probably going to have to do some research now.
Well,
sideways.
According to Wikipedia, it's now called Fagnes in French.
Fagnes chicane. Fagnes chicane, that's it.
Yeah, it used to be called the Peath Path, by the way.
Yeah, you're right. And now they call it Fagnes chicane, but just to cut in, Fraser's 3/10 up in the middle sector. He lost a bit of time, I think, on the exit because he had a bit of a tail slide. Brilliant through Blanchimont as well, carried a lot of speed. If you can get the braking right for the chicane, surely he might better just jump Gaz at the last here. Nice and smooth through there.
That
Exit's
would be
good.
something.
Yep. Is he going to do it, Frank?
I don't think so.
Dallas.
No.
No. Oh, it's a shame.
But it's very close.
So what we got then? We got Gaz in the Audi, followed by Fraser for NGR, Benji, TNGTC, and then NGR, Scooby, 4th.
Yep.
The best of the Scoobies. NGR Amigo ended up 5th after a good start. Jeremy surprised me for 6th.
Yeah, 6th place. Very nice.
Worst of the Scoobies in 7th. Sorry, no. That's what you get for driving a Corsa. No offense. Other cars are available. Adam wishes he never set this up now because he's in 8th. Jim in 9th. And Cam 123 Diz. Sounds good. In 10th. Dave is in 11th.
Yes. Okay, can we see? We can see rest from here. I have control. So
you have
Liam in 11th, Jamie in 12th, also TNGTC. And we have Jack TM53 in 13th. Here we can see the rest of the grid. And the controls are back to Ben.
I'm really sorry about that.
That's
yeah,
okay.
Jack, and you might have to say the second part.
Yeah, Jack is in 13th. And
Yep.
next we have RCS Polo, I guess.
I'm going to go with Polo.
Yeah. In 14th. He's also a next-gen driver. Then we have Edu, also next-gen in 15th. And 16th we have Seeks in the Renault.
Seeks, you're letting the side down.
Yeah, I didn't see him on track a lot, so maybe he will make up for it during the race. Okay, so now we have just under 2 minutes for all the drivers to get all the settings right, get their fuel right, and also the pit strategies.
Yeah, we're sinking, so it's almost time, Frank.
And we're almost off. And there we go. Looks like Gaz had a decent start, but Fraser is pretty close. Let's see how everyone will go through turn 1. We have an incident-free turn 1, and there we go through Eau Rouge. And Fraser is really close to Gaz and through Radion. And is he able to get some slipstream of Gaz for maybe some nice overtaking for first place?
He's looking around the outside. I think that's going to be brave, but Audi's good on the brakes, we know that. See what's happening in the bid pack, because you need like 10 sets of eyes for this.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so
someone at the back there, struggling a little bit. That's Jack. I don't know what's happening with his camera. There we go. Cameraman's gone on holiday. So yeah, Gaz is just managed to fend off the advances of the fast M6 down the straight, and now he'll try to pull a gap through the middle sector. Just ahead of Fraser, and now he's he's in the sector 2, so let's see if the BMW can catch back up. Then we have Scooby with a great start, up to 3rd. Benji's 4th. Other Scooby 5th. And
that's going to be a nice fight between Scooby and Scooby.
Yeah, Scooby and... One of them should have been called Scrappy, and the other Scooby doing it Scrappy. But yeah, it's fairly, like, you know, it's a good mix, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, here comes Gazin out towards Blanchimont for the first time. He's got a good gap. He's starting to pull away from Fraser. Fraser 2nd in the M6. 3rd is Scooby G. Benji and Scooby S. Very, very close as well through Blanchimont. And is that Fraser slowing down?
Yeah, looks like it.
I think he got a corner cut penalty because he's really slow, and he's lost 2 more positions. Oh, he just gives Scooby a bit of a helping hand there. Seemed fair to me.
But
oh, that's a shame. Yeah, definitely must have. Oh,
and we have some contact.
I'm trying to get it, but it's moving down the list here.
That's Jeremy. That's Knight.
Yeah.
In the Ferrari.
Got him. Yeah,
and that's how it's so tight. One mistake and you're at the back of the field.
Meanwhile, Benji's now attacking the Ferrari, and through the middle comes Fraser. It's like, yeah, see you later, boys. Got to be somewhere.
Oh, will he make that corner?
Just keeps on track. Brilliant move. Absolutely brilliant. And he's stuffed up the rest. The Scooby takes advantage of it and takes two cars. What's this camera doing? Right, there we go. Cameraman at the exit, the Lacoum is killing me. Yep, Benji up, Scooby, sorry, PS Scooby up 2 places. look, he took advantage there of Fraser being slow mid-corner, the others slow to respond, and Scooby saw it and took advantage of it. But this is a good battle.
It sure is.
Grid.
And now we have,
Ferrari off.
Oh, that's a big hit.
And that was the, I think that's Liam. Is that not Liam?
I don't know. It was a yellow Ferrari, but since there are four.
It was Scooby G that was involved. And I'm pretty sure it was Liam and the other Audi. Yep, looks like. But anyway, up front, Gaz has left the building. He's 2.5 seconds to the good.
Yeah, he built quite a gap. And as you can see, Fraser is losing grip to Gaz, and you can see that PS Scooby is quite close now, and he's going for the kill, I think.
It's right on board, you just see. Like I said, he's got to time this right. He can't get too close. Maybe needs to back off a bit and then get a run through a Rouge over Radion. Right now he's a bit too close. There he goes. Backs off. Takes the corner, trying to get a run through the second part and over the top. But the BMW is fast here.
Yeah.
Needs some slipstream.
Here comes the toe. It's not enough. No, he's getting closer though.
In fact, Benji's alongside. Come on, boys, you're on the same team.
And a mistake by PS Scooby.
Yep, that was a shame. He tried to set up one and you end up losing two, now 3 positions.
Yep, and there we have Adam in 4th now.
Yep, just about to say Adam, as he's known in the league as the Snake. Don't ask us how and why. But yep, he's snaked his way up to 4th place behind his teammate actually in TNGTC, which is Benji. So they're working well together and moving up through the field, and Gaz is slowing. Did he cut a corner? It looks like he did. And that has completely eradicated his lead.
So now Fraser is right back up to the end of Gaz's car, and that gives a lot more excitement to the leader in the race.
He'll catch him down here, Frank. With the M6 power, he'll catch him by the time they get to the chicane, I would say.
Yeah, probably.
There he comes.
He is very close. Going through Blanchimont.
I'm pretty sure that's where he got a penalty last time when he's looking around the outside.
Ooh, and Gaz lost it. Oh. And now we have an action. That's going to be quite some battle for first place. This is a 4-car battle for now.
Yep, it's 4 and maybe 5 if Scooby can re-engage, and he's already passed the Ferrari of Cam 123 Diz. Just behind that is the other Ferrari of NGR, who's moving up nicely. He didn't qualify too well. He's got Liam right behind him, and Jamie in the lone Huracan, bombing along in 9th place. But wow, a mistake from Gaz. Should have taken a picture.
Yeah, that's not something you see very often. And now he is stuck behind the Renault.
Yep, Adam and Gaz, they're getting shortcut penalties. They were slow down the straight, and that's moved them back. Just wait for the shuffle. And there's cars off. There's a Ferrari off. I don't know what he's doing. Back on the. This cameraman of death was shot again. Well done. And that's the Ferrari of Edu that went off at Le Con, just to cover that one. But at the front, you need to remember now because it's all changed. Yeah. It's Fraser from Benji.
And it's pretty close, although Fraser did get a bit more of a gap because he was just half a second coming out of the comb, and it's almost a full second now, and we'll see, because the M6 is rather strong at the second part of the track.
Just running through to show you where everyone is. 6th and 14th with the recovering Scooby G in 15th, and Jeremy at the back at the moment. Probably just trying to get himself back in the race after a spin, but yeah, we're back to the front battle. 4 laps in. Seems like it's been going on longer. So much has happened.
Yes, it's quite an eventful race so far. Well, that's a good thing. It's a full grid.
We like that.
Of course, yeah. And Benji caught up very well through the chicanes.
Yeah, so you got the strong points of each car. The Audi very good through the change of direction corners, especially we think sector 2 and obviously up for a Rouge. M6 is just brute power.
And now he is very close behind Fraser, going through Eau Rouge here. And ready on, and will that be close enough for a nice slipstream down to Lacombe? He is looking, and not close enough for a move. But all he has to do now is, and Fraser just made a mistake, and Benji is now in the lead. Yes, Fraser just lost it through Lacombe and has now a 1.5 second. Benji has a 1.5 second lead over Fraser, and Scooby, PS Scooby, is very close behind. So he will have to defend his second position now.
Yeah, sorry, I just had a slight interval there as my 5-year-old daughter decided to be part of the commentary. Apologies if you heard that, but Scooby's the man that's on the prowl. He's starting to move forward. 2:22.0 last lap, so passes the top 3 just, but now he's got a penalty again. It's like I'm a curse to him. So the snake moves up to 3rd again.
Yeah, and we know that from the races in the TNGTC that both Adam and Benji are very consistent drivers. So they have quite the opportunity to get on the podium if they keep on going like this.
Look at Adam. He's got Scooby right behind him. Scooby will surely switch back to the inside or try and go around the outside. He's going around the outside, and you know how good the braking is.
Oh!
We crash!
Oh!
Duh!
Nicely done. And meanwhile, when that didn't work, he has gas just right up his exhaust, and he's going for the inside. So Gaz is slowly regaining positions and is now currently in 4th. They are side by side, but Gaz has the inside.
Webber and Alonso moment coming up.
You're
on the same team, you idiots! God.
No.
God. That must be the most brain dead driving I think I've ever seen. They're on the same team. Look at Eddie, that's slowly chipping away. That started really low down the grid. Just past Liam now for 5th. He's slowly just creeping up the order. Liam tries to fight straight back but can't. Ed, we've got to keep an eye on Eddie. He's slowly creeping up. He's doing a good job.
Yeah. And that's what just what I said earlier, that Ferrari is very fast down the Camel Straight. And this just showed how fast it is, because the Audis are insanely fast, but I think the Ferraris are just a bit faster down the straights.
Just try and get a run through who's where and see where your friend is or whatever. See where the NGR boys and TNGTC are. But here's the Lamborghini Huracan, always a nice car to look at with PS. That's our Scooby. The PS Scooby, and he's got Cam behind him. Then there's RS Jim in 11th and Polo. We're sticking with Polo.
Yep.
Okay, we're cool with that. If we're wrong, someone tell us, please. Do. Don't want to get it wrong. But RCF Polo.
Polo. Just
with
keep
Jeremy
it on Polo for now.
Meant with a hole. NG. With Jeremy behind, so Jeremy's moving up a couple. Scooby G has finally won his battle with Seeks, and slightly disappointed from Seeks actually in a car he knows well. And then Jack with a funny second name which you will have to pronounce is
Synopsis.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, because I'm so English.
Benji 22.4 and second is that. Whoa, what's happened here? Fraser, what's happened? He's pitting. Fraser's pitting, sorry. So first pit stop is Fraser on lap 6, slightly early. That's
very early. Yeah.
Playing the undercut game.
I guess so.
Also into the pits we have Jeremy.
Yeah.
So Benji, if he keeps it neat and keeps going at this pace, look at the gap behind.
It's
for the other Audi of
7 seconds.
Huge.
Yeah.
But Fraser with this early stop will gain. I think he's about
we have there the yellow Ferrari behind Liam. Nice defending by Liam. You could see there again that on the grass.
Lamborghini lawnmower, not a Huracan anymore. Very expensive one. NGR Omega. Just touching a bit too much of the curb there. Getting a bit of a drift on, but all's good. Nice looking car. Nice livery as well.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous car.
I can tell you're in love with it. I can see. Whoa! And there's a car in the wall. And that's Cam. Cam in the wall.
Yeah.
So he'll maybe look to pit. And Jamie with a slow up penalty. Just flashing his lights just to let everyone know that that's happened. Slightly frustrating those penalties, especially as most of the time they don't actually. And there's another one down there, isn't there? Yeah, they're slightly frustrating because they can cut in if you touch a curb sometimes. So Project Cars 2, if you are watching, please sort your game up. Thanks.
Yeah, that would be very nice.
Seeks again, right, so I think we've pretty much gone through the grid. Benji's just disappearing. See you later.
Yeah.
Oh, and now he's stopped.
Oh! What do we have here?
Ah, and he's back again. That's fine, he took a T-brake. Oh, no, he's lagging like hell. I hope he doesn't lose connection.
Oh, that's quite a long lag.
It's quite long, he's gone. No!
And we lost Benji. Now that's a shame. Oh,
that's
man.
Unreal. Well, that promotes Gaz into the lead, so it's TNGTC, 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 and NGR. And it's Ed who are predicted, who was sneaking up on everyone, and he's doing the same now. He's caught the lead TNGTC drivers, and he's now going to apply some pressure, and his lap times aren't that bad at all. Everyone seems to be getting slow at penalties though, so kind of hard to judge, but he'll catch that Audi down the straight.
Yeah, we'll see the Ferrari speed again here. And meanwhile, the number 2 Audi of Lehman, there he goes already.
Yep.
Here you can see that absolute awesome top speed of the Ferrari.
He's going to catch Gaz as well. Watch.
But he is...
Oh no! Horrendous crash! Oh, they're all gone! They've all gone!
Wow!
Oh my gosh!
That was a big crash.
That was huge. I'm trying to find it. There we are. There's Gaz. And they're all rejoining Gaz at the worst of that.
Adam is in the lead in the Renault.
He's called a snake for a reason. Oh my god.
Oh,
what a crash.
That was a huge crash, and that was so unnecessary.
Cool.
You could see that he was boxed in by the 2 Audis. He had nowhere to go, I think he
Probably thought he was in. If he was running cockpit view, he probably thought he was passed already. And with the overspeed he had, he was probably right to think that. But yeah, he just pulled out too early, and oh dear. So a different snake is now in the lead, and that's Adam, followed by Liam, with what's left of his... I don't know if damage is on, actually.
I don't think damage is on, because if damage would be on, those cars would be completely totaled by now.
It would be crawling back to the pits as we speak.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Right, okay, so that's actually a good thing for the race. So you got Scoopy third. Jesus, what's going on here? Eddie's recovered to fourth. Gaz has got the worst of that and is fifth. But it's also brought into play NGR Omega, Cam, Jamie, and Jim. So now it's pretty much a 9-way fight again for the win. And NGR Fraser's actually not that far behind now, and remember he's stopped. So this is definitely playing into his hands.
Yeah, there's not a lot of gap between all the cars, so it's very tight. And like we've seen before with when Jeremy spun in turn 1, spin once or get on the grass somewhere, you could lose a couple of positions instantly.
Well, Fraser's easily the leader right now after all the pit stops to shake out.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Easy. That looked like a battle back there. That looked like Jamie in a fight with Jim. And we know the Lamborghini's fast down the straight, so this will be interesting.
He's very close already. He's defending the inside. Yeah,
Lambo's fine down the straight. You can cover that. So as we said, Jim's a fan of the WRC. I have to say I am too. But he doesn't. Well, for someone that didn't think he had much chance in his GT3s, he's doing pretty well at 8th place at the moment. Let's see if he can move forward from there. Just in front of them is Cam, and he's moving on to the back of Omega. Yeah, and Cam has been racing for about 4 years. And that was PS3 and PS4. Loves F1. It's his favourite series. Follows McLaren team. How's that working out for you? No, didn't mean it. That'd be good this year.
Well, I don't know if you read an interview with Alonso that was posted today, that he expects to be drinking champagne again next season.
Did he say is that at the race event or after the race event, like maybe at home or something?
I don't know. Yeah, probably after.
I can say that. Right. Anyway, Edu, right on the back now of Gaz. He'll be looking down the inside. He won't beat the Audi on the brakes. But Gaz has spun here before.
Oh. Now he almost loses it.
Just finishing off there with Cam. He as well thinks he's got more chance than the Clio, so obviously that they chose the Clios for the reason, and so obviously they think they're pretty good with it. And judging by the top 4 being TNGTC right now, they might have a point. But remember, Fraser is the net leader of this race. And where is he right now? Where is he? He's in 9th at the moment, but has stopped.
Yeah, that was very, very wise there.
And he's doing 22.4s and most, which is exactly the pace of the guys in front. Remember, he's only 2.5 seconds off Benji, and I believe the rest were about 6 or 7, and they've been having fun in games since then. So
yeah, that's a textbook undercut.
Well played. He must have seen it coming. He's like clairvoyant. He must have known the future. I wonder if he knows the lottery numbers for Saturday. But anyway, that's a I'll message him about that.
Yeah, meanwhile, Benji let us know that his internet went off. So that's how we lost Benji. Such a shame.
Yeah, it looked like it was his to lose, to be fair. It's a bit of a shame.
So now we have...
Yeah, commentator's curse. But... Sykes, yeah, you're right. Who else? If I just back all the NGR guys then, surely this will make this a one. Oh yeah, I'm not allowed to pick a side, I forgot.
No, tonight we are just the commentators.
Yeah, unbiased.
And well, usually, of course, Ben is a racer in the TNGTC. I used to be. I stepped down to do the broadcasting for the league, and Adam asked me to do commentary for this special event. And so far, it's been quite the event.
Great. Yeah,
it's
great.
awesome. It's very close racing. It's full grid. We have lost one driver so far due to internet problems, and all the others are quite close. So we have seen, 6 different leaders now? Even more, maybe.
Possibly more. I think everyone's led at some stage. But Fraser's the boy. If I had to put my pound on it, even though I'm too tight to actually do that. Oh, and there goes caught Jamie on a spin and he's crashed. That only helps Fraser because he was following him and he was stuck behind him a little bit. And here he is coming through Eau Rouge, and just to give you an idea, the others haven't pitted and Adam's only up at Le Combe, so. And in the background, a bit of tactics there as Liam's let through by Scooby. Remember, this is a team game, so they've got to work together instead of taking each other off at Eau Rouge at about 180 miles.
Oh, really?
How has this worked out, Frank? You must know more than me because I was drafted in last minute.
Yeah. Well, it's just a team versus team event. So I don't know exactly about the points, but each team has delivered 8 drivers, and I guess we will just see the points. I haven't seen any official points or ratings so far.
We'll find out in the interval between races, and we'll speak to someone that knows.
Yes.
Give you wrong information, but there's RCF Polo behind the recovering Jamie, and they're working as a team. Let's see, that was good. Let the faster Scooby G through and let him attack Jamie. That's the name of the game. You've got to put your solo mode behind you and work as a team. And right now it's going to be close if it works on points. But we need to find that out.
Yep.
Benji
Well,
Benji
meanwhile, now we have Dark Sykes on the live chat, and he is doing the points tables, and he is the team manager for Next Gen. He tells us that Paul is 1 point. First is 21 points, and we'll probably see some more about the points soon.
As long as it's all in hand and someone knows what's happening.
Yes, well, that's in good hands, and so we'll see how that plays out. Meanwhile, for now, we can see that the top 4 is all TNGTC, while the Next Gen guys are battling it out in the Ferraris.
Yep, but we can't forget Fraser, who's there in the background. He's just waiting for everyone to pit, and he's playing the right game. We can just stay in space and stay out of trouble. Once everyone clears the path for him, I think he'll have a very, very big lead. I think he'll have a 7 or 8 second lead.
Oh, yeah, I think even more, because right now he is 10 seconds behind the race leader.
Yep, and he's doing 23.0, and if you look at Adam, he's doing 23.5, Liam 22.7, so they're only very slightly faster, so he's doing the right thing. He's played a very good game here, and there's Jamie on the grass again.
Yeah, with the very expensive lawnmower.
You got it. We've got more points, Frank.
Yes, it's from first down, it's 21 points, 18, 15, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, etc., etc.
Cool, and I'm sure that'll be worked out by people that are much cleverer than ourselves. So,
so and that's I expect that's the same for both races. So we will see who will come out on top. after we had both races. And meanwhile, we are in lap 12 of 18, with most guys except for Fraser and Jamie, who already went to the pits. All the others still have to pit.
I'm taking it as a mandatory pit stop.
Yeah, again, I haven't seen anything about that in the race thread on the TNGTC forums.
I'd imagine so, but I would have expected a lot more people to have pitted, and actually we've got someone in the pits now, which is Edu. He's pitting out of roughly 6th or 7th place at the time. So it looks like he's just gone straight through, is he?
Yeah.
Weird. Maybe I caught him late and he did stop. I would have said that was too fast.
Looked like he didn't stop.
So maybe Dark Sights can tell us whether pit stops are mandatory. Really should research this first, Frank. But
yeah,
fine. We'll
you're absolutely right. Yeah. So far, let's see. Fraser is now in 7th position.
Oh, this looks dangerous. As the lawnmower goes up the inside of the Ferrari.
There is no fuel or tire wear, default setups, and full penalties.
Right, so no pit stops then if you've not got tyre wear.
No, then the question is, why did Fraser go to the pits?
It's like a knock-knock joke, I suppose. I'm not sure.
I mean, if there's no damage.
Yeah, and there's no damage, so strange. Yeah, bit of a strange one. You
a drive-through, maybe?
Yeah, maybe he had a drive. That's a good point. With a penalty, maybe he got a drive-through for excessive. That could be the case. So he's got work to do.
Yeah, I don't have any experience with the penalty system in Project Cars.
No, we don't use them, obviously. Yeah, drive-through. So yeah, I think you're right, Si. So yeah, another curse to the commentator. I've done it again. Really, really sorry, Fraser. So let's get our heads around this then. So Adam leads then 3 seconds. That's a genuine lead. Sorry about the poor information. But Adam leads for TNGTC. Liam's second and running off the track. Oh, what's he doing there?
Ooh.
Ran really wide. Gas is now second.
And there's Scooby right beside him.
Yeah, Scooby will drop back, get a slipstream, and get a good run for a Rouge. Just see how this finishes. Remember these two sort of collided in that Edu crash earlier. Oh, and Liam wasn't very good for Radion, and Scooby right on him now. Will he pick us? Which side will he pick? And he's picked Gaz as well. He's got his slipstream, so
he's got him boxed in again.
Pull him through, will it?
Yeah, exactly. No, they understood now that they're a team.
They got it at last. It took 14 laps. But Adam then in a really good position. He's faster than the others as well. So Adam leads. Gaz second. TNGC. Liam the same. Scooby and there's a car off in the background. Who the hell's that? That's Omega. He's the first of the NGR guys, with Cam right behind him in 6th. Then Fraser in 7th, recovering from possibly a drive-through, we think. Jim's in 8th. Scooby G is 9th. Jamie 10th, and there's a car again in the background.
Oh!
It's Edu. So he had a drive-through as well, and that explains why he drove through. Now I get it.
Very clever, Sir Madam.
Jamie then, sorry, just getting back to it. 10th of Polo. Jamie's 11th in the Lamborghini lawnmower that travels at high speed. Deeks is 13th. Sorry, Edu's 12th. Forgot that. Jeremy slowly slipped to the back. He's in 14th, ahead of Jack.
Yeah, I was just waiting for you to pronounce it.
Adam's definitely just building a slow cushion. He set up this race to win it. Look, it's the only one he's going to win all season.
Yeah, except it's not one of the season races. But he's building a solid gap, and he's doing a quite amazing job in the Renault. I was actually
sorry.
No, go ahead.
He's just done a really good lap time as well, 21.5, and I'm pretty sure that's the fastest lap of the race. And yep, Gaz's dropped another 8 tenths, is that? So Liam with a pretty poor lap. Scooby right behind him. There's a battle here between the NGR guys, and they'd be better not to do that.
Whoa! Side by side
to Rouge. It does. Yakura's no slouch either.
Wow. That's pretty close. And meanwhile, we have a comment from Dark Sykes. Adam is doing well. And between brackets, come on, commentator's curse.
I'm not going to say a thing. I'm not going to say nothing.
Well, just keep him off screen for now until the end of the race, which is only 4 laps, 3.5.
Is Cam the fastest of the NGR guys? Can he start fighting back? There's still just about time to maybe catch the back of Scooby and Liam in the Audis. But the time is running out. Fraser's still flying along. About the 3rd fastest on track at the moment, so I think the only people he's going to catch here is his own teammates, so that's a bit of a shame. That drive-through is, we need to say really, is really unfortunate, because again, he was looking to profit from Benji's really bad luck, so it looked like he was a shoe-in for the win, until obviously I said he was. And there's a big gap then back to Jim, around about 10 seconds, back to the other yellow Ferraris, with Scooby G as well. And then rounding out the top 10, which I guess is the last point, is Polo.
Yep.
Adam's looking good, I would say, if I wasn't going to curse him. But yeah, TNGTC seem to have this wrapped up.
Yeah, so far it's 1, 2, 3, 4 for TNGTC, which are quite some important points, because the first few there's quite a gap between the points. So if this would be the final standings, it is 21, 31, 39, 59. That would be 67 points for the top 4.
I would have even attempted that, but yeah, well done. Right, so Cam is the man to watch then. He is flying the flag here for NGR. He's just in a time of 22.6, which is very competitive, and it's faster than Scooby, and it's around about where Liam is, so he could possibly catch Scooby by the end. You can see the gap's fair though.
Yeah, he is definitely getting closer.
With only 3 laps, including the one he's on. But then Spa is quite a long track. But at that rate, I'm not sure he's quite going to get there. Let's have a look, see if we can find a good on-track battle. But yeah, this seems like one. Well, it's looking good for Scooby G. He was the fastest Scooby in qualifying, but he's turned into Scrappy Doo in this race.
Yeah, he dropped down quite a bit.
But yeah, what a great race. And there's Jim as well, just tucked in behind. So let's find Edu on track a second. Here he is. Yellow Ferrari. Yes, another one. And well, he's only been racing for a year. So kind of a newbie, but very fast newbie. Again, his favourite category is Formula 1. He supports the Renault team. And I'm sure he'll love the sight of that one in his mirror right now. Although it seeks and he seems to be it. Oh, he's slowing down, possibly a penalty. Nope, he's up and running again, so maybe lag. And chances tonight was the question I put to him, and he said, hell yeah. but right now not actually in the points, so needs to get hell going. I don't know. Needs to get his foot down and trying to help his team out, but Adam already through a Rouge and up through Radion.
That's a nice gap.
That is a really nice gap, and he's actually faster than Gaz quite easily right now. But he won't be worried about Gaz. Here's these two have obviously forgotten their teammates again. And actually, they actually put any ideas Cam had of catching to bed. Cam doing a 22.4 to Scooby's 21.7, so yeah, that's kind of the end of that for them on pace. But they're picking up handy points, and we don't know what will happen in the Clio, so...
Exactly. And, well, I know that a lot of guys have done a Clio Cup race here or there, but it's quite different from a GT3 car. And Donington is also quite an eventful track. Ooh, and meanwhile, one of the Ferraris also got into lawn mowing.
The thing, I don't know whether there's like they're leaving the business cards and you just like contact me if you want a grass cut. But Lamborghini seems to be pretty good at it.
Yeah, maybe it's something something that Italian cars are good at.
Maybe he's calling it the market, so someone needs to find something else to do. But yeah, it's all looking like it's coming to an end in favour of TNGTC at the moment.
Yeah, Adam should be starting his final lap soon. Going through Blanchimont
and heading down to the bus stop. Which is where we'll rename the Benji stop, because that's pretty much where Benji finished. Sorry, Benji. But you were looking really good until then.
Yeah, it's such a shame. He told us through the live chat that he is gutted. Yeah, I can imagine. But he's looking forward to the Clio Cup race. So we will definitely see more of him.
So yeah, let's just run through as we start the last lap. So Adam with a 5-second lead over Gaz, who's ahead of Liam by about 3 seconds, who's got Scooby behind him, who's forgotten the teammates yet again. Let's just see how this pans out for a Rouge. When we're racing and we're teammates, myself and Scooby, and he forgets we're teammates sometimes. Right, just stay where you are, man. We're doing really well.
Oh, he is. No, he is looking.
I think he's thinking better of it.
Yeah. But it's looking good.
You going to take us through the rest, Frank? So we got 5th.
Yeah, 5th. We have Omega, and then in 6th place we have Fraser. So that's a nice comeback after his drive-through. 7th is Cam 123. And
so that means Cam's lost a lot of time, so maybe he's spun, because remember he was 5th taking the battle to Scooby.
Yeah, he must have spun out somewhere, because I don't think he had a drive-through. He doesn't have a red marker from his name. Let's get back to it. So we had Cam, and in 8th place is Scooby G, also in the Ferrari. Then we have RS Jim in 9th place, followed by RCF Polo in 10th, and then we have the Lawnmower Man, Jamie, in 11th place.
You'd like to contact Jamie, his number is 07.
And then we have Seeks in 11th place, and well, that's pretty good because he started last. Then we have Jeremy Knight 4001 in 13th position. Adu had a pretty good race until the drive-through and a couple of spins, and we just missed Adam finish. So
Adam wins.
Adam wins the race, followed by Gaz and Liam, and that's the podium. A nice spin by Scooby. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4 for the TNGTC drivers. So that's, what did I say? 76, 67 points?
Many points, yeah.
A lot.
Jim 9th, Polo takes the last point in 10th. Followed by your lawnmower man, who's available for weekends and evenings. And Seeks be slightly disappointed. So disappointed he decided to go off the track at the end. The 12th.
Yep, and Knight coming across the line here. And Adu finishes as well, and there we have... That's a nice one. Alright.
Yep. Might be able to get a point for that.
And here's the last one, Jack.
Here's Jack TM53.
Yes, say it, Ben. Say it.
Synopsis.
Close.
Synopsis.
Synopsis.
Jack's there. Where's Jack?
Jack is coming across the line, and there it is, and that's the race. Race 1, the GT3 race at Spa. So
nice.
The TNGTC drivers, the top 4, gathered quite some points. And next up is the Clio Cup race at Donington Park. And we will see if the next gen guys are better prepared for that race and will beat the TNGTC guys there. So, yeah, we will be back with a new live stream, or will we just... sorry about that. Dark Sykes just added on the live chat. Synopsis, Ben.
Thanks, that helps. See,
all
these
right.
guys are helping me. I like this.
So we will stay online for now. Just keep this live stream
All depends
going.
whether you think I'm doing a good job as race director. Now, if you're happy with what I'm doing, we'll just keep it. If not, just take over.
No, sure, you did a great job.
Okay. Well, we'll see in the feedback. If I start getting slated, you might have to take over.
No, you did well, and I guess we will have to get into a new lobby for the Clio Cup. So Adam can always switch it. And we have Liam commenting that he went to P3 from P11. Great job by Liam, very consistent. So congratulations, exactly. Congratulations to Dave for his podium.
Yep, so that was the event chosen by TNGTC, so I guess you expect them to go well on that. But a good fight pit up by NGR, so that keeps them in the frame. And like you say, we don't know how fast they'll be with the clears. And if they dominate that, then maybe that was a good result for them. We're going to be able to tell it after both races. So I think it's in this lull. I think it's time that I tried Jack's name again. So it's Synopsis. There you go.
Yes.
Why are you making it so hard for me? See, I can do it.
Yeah, you can do it. I have
Synopsis.
always believed
sorry,
in
Jack.
you, Ben.
Yeah, see. Nothing wrong with my England. English.
Ah.
There
And
we go.
there we are.
Clios.
Yes, so no change. We're still in the same lobby, and as you can see, we switched to Donington Park National. That's actually quite a short track, if I'm correct.
But these are fairly slow cars. They're not GT3 standards, so
Yeah.
you can probably have like 10 seconds or so to the lap time.
Shouldn't do a race at Le Mans in these cars. It'll
Mr.
probably take about
12
15 minutes. A 15-minute lap. So this will be a 25-lap race, and the race is approximately 30 minutes. And again, just like the first race, there will be a 20-minute qualifying session.
We think.
No, that's I know. I've read that unless it has changed. But that is some of the info I did get.
I would never doubt you, Frank. I'll just keep cursing people and you just come out with the info.
Sure. Well, that's all the info I have, so I can repeat it a lot of times, though.
Just in case you're not sure, it's a 20-minute qualifier.
It is. It is. Okay,
Followed
so
by more than one lap.
that's correct. 25 laps even. So it's a fairly short track. Just a lap will be just over a minute. And well, I think Donington is a nice stage for a Clio Cup race.
I think, yeah, that'll be nice close action, nice flowing track. I think it's a good thing that you haven't got that. You haven't got the Grand Prix circuit because that chicane will cause a lot of slow ups and a lot of incidents.
Yes.
The last chicane on the national circuit is bad enough. So.
Exactly. That's a very slow corner, and I think that indeed the Grand Prix track is with the hairpin at the end, 2 hairpins actually. It's not good for Clio Cup.
You got the Melbourne loop and Goddard's. I think it's the last corner. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, just a bit of a lull as we wait for it. So, advantage TNGTC going into the Donington round, which is chosen by Next Gen. Yeah, I've just noticed NGR Fraser's got what looks like Scooby-Doo. There's 3 Scoobies. That's his avatar.
Oh, right.
It looks like Scooby-Doo.
Is it?
Totally sidetracked there.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it. So then we have 3 Scoobies.
Oh my God, I hope they're not sticking with these colour schemes.
No, they're all the same. All the same Clios.
Yeah.
So that's even worse
Ferraris,
than 4 yellow
guys.
Ferraris. Let's see what we have. Oh, we have... Look at this. It's either a blue Clio or a yellow Clio.
Yeah.
And that's it.
What they should have done is have TNGTC as one colour scheme and NGR as another.
I think
That'd be pretty cool.
that's what it is.
Oh.
Look at this, because Adam, Benji, Jamie, and Gaz are in the blue ones. Liam is in the blue ones. Seeks, Scooby. Yeah, so it's blue is TNGTC, and the yellow cars are the NGR drivers.
I see what yeah, that was a good idea. I'm glad I thought of
that. Yeah, very smart. And they're all listening to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So now that's good, and it's even better for the team versus team color schemes. I don't know if they will be using different numbers, but that's not. I don't think so, actually.
Not so vital.
No. I think all the blue cars are the 40 or 48 liveries.
Yeah. So while there is a bit of a lull, if anyone's got any questions, we'll try our best to answer them, but obviously don't rely on us. But if you've got any questions about the leagues or anything like that, again, Next Gen, you can predominantly on Facebook and things like that. So, and TNGTC, mainly race GT3 cars, but also you can find them on Facebook and all the social media sites.
Yeah, and TNGTC uses mainly the forums at RaceDepartment. So if you are interested to drive with either one of the leagues, go to the RaceDepartment website and register and look up the Thursday Night GT Championship. And if you are interested to race with the Next Gen guys, just go to Facebook and search for Next Gen, and then it's next without an E.
Yeah, so NXT for those that can't spell.
Yes.
Like myself.
Like synopsis.
Yeah, and just to point out, the NGR stands for Next Gen Racing. So, just to clear that up.
Exactly. And as you might have seen, well, there isn't much of a difference in speed of the drivers. So just
In a perfect world, we could go and race with those guys. Those guys can come and race with our guys. And,
yeah. And if you are
we'll get along.
interested, you can always come along and for a
test
practice session. Yes, for a test. The guys in the TNGTC usually practice a couple of nights per week, so don't be afraid to come along for a practice session.
So we should be looking to start this any second.
Yeah, we see a couple of thumbs up by a few different drivers.
Where did Zeeks go?
And he has joined again.
And he's back again. Oh. So.
And it looks like he started his own racing league because he is now in a red livery.
Oh, jeez.
So it's tonight it's TNGTC versus Next Gen versus Seeks League.
Versus Seeks.racing.com. So yeah, I mean, here we go then. 5 seconds to go, so we'll start the qualifying now. So like you said, Frank, it's the national track.
Yeah.
So just missing out the Melbourne Loop and Goddards.
And it's a nice track with some nice elevation differences. And of course, like Ben said, the nice chicanes at the end, especially at the national track. It's very tricky.
Brilliant.
Yeah. It's
Redgate, Hollywood. Redgate, Hollywood, then down through Crane and Curves, Old Hairpin, which isn't a hairpin, but never mind. Then Schwantz curve, you head up towards McLean's, and then I think it's Clearways, is it? Down the back straight, and then what used to be the Dunlop Bridge. Right, I'm back in director mode, Frank.
Yes, direct us.
I can do it. I can do this. Right, we just need some
pedals.
Here we
go. Off track, and to see, it's very hard to keep the rear tires in a good pressure. They get too cold. It's very, very demanding, this track.
Whee, Jack's going for one way. Whoa.
Oh, that's what I mean with the cold tires, especially in the qualifying session. I don't think they have tire heaters in these cars.
Well, it's a front-wheel drive car, so if the back steps out, which is totally against your instinct, you just got to nail the throttle and it should bring it straight back. So,
yes, that is definitely fun in these cars.
See if anyone else does it. Wait, yep. Jim. Anyone else? Just getting caught out by a cold rear tyre down the Careeners and trying to find someone else that's going down that way. Nope, they all past that point. Here we go. Here's Adam. I'm sure he'll know about it. Way!
Yeah, it's very fun to do in these cars.
Way!
Because you can throw around the steering wheel and just hit throttle and get back on track. I used to do a Clio Cup back in Project Cars 1, and they are definitely fun cars to race if the track is right, though. You need short tracks like these. No Le Mans, no Monza, no Silverstone. You need a lot of tracks with a lot of corners. Then these cars are very fun to drive.
And that's what we've got here at Donington Park on a sunny day, so this must be rigged. And Polo's sliding beautifully through McLean's and heading up towards McLean's, sorry. He's looking a bit more confident than this.
Yeah, and the next gen guys have Max Coates sponsored the Clio Cup on the Saturday nights. So
Yep.
I expect they do have some advantage here in the Clios over the TNGTC guys.
Well, just watching them come down Craner curbs, you would think so. And Polo's going to be the one to set the benchmark, and that's a 1:19.4. But he did mess up the chicane slightly, so NGR Omega should go quicker, and does. And then Jack, I'm sticking to Jack, I'm not going to try again. Comes through. Jamie goes fastest for TNGTC. So just to confirm, TNGTC race department guys are in the blue cars and NGR are in the yellows. Just catch sight of other people coming through. And they're in the pits at the moment, so just try and catch someone else coming across the line. I saw there's Adam, also known as Alan or Snake. You can choose. Up into 8th place, 2 seconds off the pace. And there's someone else coming out last corner. There's Cam. Right, so a few people have done laps now, and yeah, the NGR guys look much more at home. Oh, I can't do it again. God, geez, I'm sorry, Jim. I'm really sorry that. Yeah.
Wow, he just went drifting through a corner in a front-wheel drive car.
Yeah, that happened. NGR, sorry, I'm really sorry. NGR Omega up to 3rd place. So flying the flag out. And Fraser up to 5th. So Benji just popped up to 2nd. So again, a good start from the TNGTC guys, race department. I might just say race department, it's just so much easier to say.
Go ahead. It's
Thanks.
also
it's factual. It's true.
It's true, definitely.
And a few others crossing the line. Here we have Edu, so just stay with him for a bit and see how he's going. Comes up to it's called Clearways, Frank, isn't it? I ain't getting that right.
Sorry?
This corner here, Clearways, isn't it? Before I get roasted on the chat. And then up to the last chicane. And this is probably the hardest corner on the track, actually.
Oh, yeah,
You've got
for
these
sure.
sausage curbs on either side, and then you have to make sure you don't run off on the exit. Look pretty good from Edu, to be fair. Crosses the line. Nope. Alright, so a couple guys haven't done laps yet, so we'll see if we can watch them. Jim's one of them, who I cursed earlier.
Yeah, so far not a lot of changes. Still Jamie on top with a 1:17.8.
Yeah, I think Jamie does race next gen in Genettas, I believe. So
yeah, the GT5 series.
Yeah, 6th there for Jim. Scooby G, the only person that hasn't done a lap yet. He's trying to sort it out right now. So let's see if we can catch someone on a good lap. It's Benji up at last corner onto the straight. Nice little tail drift. That's what you want. You just want a bit of drift. You don't want too much. You want to carry the speed. And that's what these cars are all about. If you can imagine bike racing, it's like Moto3 really. You want to keep the corner speed up.
Yeah. Exactly.
Benji's looking good for that chicane. Maybe a bit too much curb
Nope.
on there. And Fraser goes fastest.
Fraser.
Good man.
17.37.
Yeah.
So that's just slightly faster than Jamie.
Jamie now into the last chicane though, and it looks like he's getting a bit of help from his fellow race department guys. Getting a bit of slipstream. That's probably a clever tactic actually. A bit like, well, touring cars, and it's worked.
And
Worked
he
for Jamie,
did
he's
it.
gone fastest.
17.4.
Yeah. Who's that helping him? Let's see if we can find who that is. No, can't seem to. Unless they've switched round. Ah, it was Jeremy.
Ah, so Jeremy.
So he probably wasn't helping him.
No, but he's still got a toe off of him.
Edu and whoever that is in front of him is possibly doing the same thing. Oh,
nope.
what was that? Lost it.
Yeah.
Right, Fraser's coming around again. Let's see if we can find the now near 3 temps that he needs to find. Nice and smooth through the chicane. That's how it's done, Benji. And he's taking the short line. Boom.
No.
Oh. Ah, someone went third there. That's NGR Omega going third.
Yeah, and Benji is now in 4th place.
He's just leaving the pits as we speak. Car off there.
Yep, as you can see, the top 11 is again within 1.5 seconds. So it's still very close, even though.
He was the first man to set a lap time, and that was Polo. Palau. It could be Palau.
Could be. We'll just keep it at Polo for now.
I got it. Polo's good. Well, Dark Side hasn't put me straight, so it must be saying that one right. Right.
And
boom across the line. Nope. That must have been some sort of outlap. And here's Jim again, who I cursed earlier, as I said. He's on a slow lap and back to the pits. Quite hard to find people that are on laps. I tend to miss them. Benji's should be pretty. He's a pretty versatile driver, so he should be pretty good in the old Clios. Not this lap.
Well, Dark Side says Polo is fine. He will correct you. Don't worry.
Was it Palau? If I say Palau, is that correct? I've got to get this right by the end of this broadcast. Right, so Seeks last, but last at the moment, 3.5 seconds off, at 8 tenths up at the moment. So that'll put him, yeah, still a fair way off, but some sort of improvement. We'll watch it anyway. But at the moment, it is Race Department followed by Next Gen, Race Department.
Next
Race
Gen.
Department. Oh no, that's not Adam, is it?
No.
Too many R's.
Yeah.
So 6 across the line. 2.3 seconds behind now, so that's a bit more respectable.
Yeah, so the whole field is only 2.3 seconds apart. And as you can see,
yeah, so Scooby here, lights on, Scooby G that is, and he's just a fraction off, 28 thousandths off in the second sector, so he's going to banzai this last chicane to try and find some time. And if he can find a 10th, then he'll move ahead of Liam and maybe trouble Gaz. So Gaz and Adam, they're only 1,000th of a second apart, so this is so close. It's the slightest improvement will move you up 2 or 3 grid slots, and Next Gen need that. Across the line, and he does. It worked. 2 tenths. He did what I said. He banzaied it. Moves up 3 places. So yeah, all of a sudden, Next Gen's starting to swarm the top 10.
Yeah, as you can see, there are now only 1, 2, 3.
Great time from Gaz.
3 drivers. and Scooby up to 8th. So that means 4 drivers in the top 10 of the TNGTC league. And the next gen, ooh, drifting there. That was a nice one by Jamie.
Yeah.
And the next gen guys are definitely more used to driving the Clios, as you can see from the times. Although Jamie is still on top with a 17.4, closely followed by, is that Fraser in second?
No, it's
and
Benji.
Benji.
just Benji. But yeah, we'll try and rattle through them, Frank, and just any changes I see, I'll let you know. But yeah, so you're right, Jamie first, Benji now second, then first next gen guy is Fraser.
Yeah. And then we have Omega in 4th place. Oh,
Jim's just jumped up to 4th.
Jim in 4th place. Yeah, and then so Omega in 5th. Then we have Gaz, the TNGTC driver, in 6th position. And it just changed again. Nope. We have Polo. Nope.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Palau?
I see no correction. Polo, Palau, 7th place. Then we have Scooby in 8th. The race department Scooby,
yes.
That is.
The PS version.
The PS version, yes. Edu in 9th position. Cam 123 Diz in 10th.
And a 10th and a half, and he'll get a nice slipstream actually down the back straight, so might pay just to stay with us a second.
Yes. Let's see.
Only 6 minutes left.
We'll move up.
Oh! That's going to put him off.
Let's see what Cam does. He did improve his time, but not enough.
5th. Yeah, he moved up to 5th.
5th, okay. Timing was a bit slow there.
Yeah,
so
it doesn't help that I'm highlighting. What's going on here at turn 1? Cars everywhere. Anyway.
It's race department parade. We were at 7th position. We have Gaz in 7th now. Polo in 8th. PS Scooby in 9th. Edu in 10th. And the NGR Scooby 11th place, followed by Adam in 12th. Liam is in 13th place. Jack, TM53.
Go on.
Yeah? Synopsis?
Go on, you can say it.
In 14th. Then we have Knight in 15th, and last place is for Seeks, who is drifting
completely off the track.
He has turned his Clio into a lawnmower.
He's trying to get in on Jamie's trade, so.
Yeah, and Jamie
so everyone's just
still on pole with a 17.4 with just over 4 minutes to go in this qualifying session.
Everyone trying to find a bit of space by the looks of it, and like you look at the front straight, there's 3 cars there, so this is hectic stuff. Very important for next gen though to try and get a car on the front row, I would say, to try and maybe bunch up the pack if they can get to the front of the race, and they have. Omega's jumped to the front by 33 thousandths of a second from Jamie. Wow. Jamie on a lap though.
Ooh, and he is going for it. Look at that.
That's too much, surely.
I don't know. That corner is very tricky.
Nearly 2 tenths down at the moment. Benji across the line. No. Out lap. So next gen have done what they needed to really, and what they need to do is get 1 or 2 up there and then maybe bunch it up a bit and try and get their lads to the front to try and make this got to do a bit of a comeback. They need to try and take out the first few positions.
Although right now Jamie and Benji are quite the threat to Omega.
Jamie's pitted, unfortunately.
Yeah, so we probably won't see him in action anymore in this session.
Might be able to get out, and it's only a 1 minute 20, so you should be able to get out again. Maybe do 2
True.
laps. Gaz on a flyer, 3 tenths up, nearly 4, but traffic in front, but he's moved. It's good sportsmanship.
3/10 would be enough for third or fourth place right now.
Well, depends how he gets to the chicane. This is the worst corner on the track, and he's gone a bit wide on the first entry, but covered it well. Ooh. Did he carry the speed? Gained just less than a tenth, so I think he moved up 1. Did he move up past Adam there? Oh, sorry, it's Polo. We'll get this right. Stick with me, guys. Don't lose faith. And this is Edu across the line. Nope. It's all starting to settle down by the looks of it. And Omega's pitted and he's happy with his work. Jamie won't be happy about losing pole. I know him well. And yeah, I'm sure he's got one more chance, maybe two more chances. 1 minute 40 left.
This
so he
will
can get
be
this
it.
lap and the next.
Yeah, he will just have enough time for another lap.
Yep, he'll have this lap, the one he's on, and the next one. So here's Benji. Second split should be coming up now. It's nearly 3 tenths down. Head forward to Cam. Oh, sorry, Fraser. What am I doing? What am I looking at? And into the chicane. And I've just had a message from Scooby, a private message, saying the standard setup on the clears is very, very tricky. That's not the words he used, but yes. It rhymes with ship. So yeah, he's not very pleased with the car, and I can see that in his lap times. He's 11th right now. And across the line for Edu. No improvement. Liam's been quiet, and he's 3 seconds down on this lap. Polo, let's see how he goes, coming up to the second split. No. But he should get... Nope. It's going to be a hectic last... as everyone starts their last laps, Frank's going to be hectic as hell. Just trying to see if anyone's improving. Really just want to look at the split.
Where's Jamie currently?
Let's see. Just coming out the first corner, so he's probably one of the last to start of the lap, actually. There's 2 more behind him just starting.
Yeah, with 3 seconds to go.
Chicane. So who's the guy coming out the last chicane? Let's find him. Nope, it's pitted. So we really need to look at Omega's further forward on the lap, sideways for there, only a 10th down. To be honest, this replay sort of, I suppose you call it a broadcast or a replay, it tends to over-exaggerate the way the cars are sliding. So it's probably not completely sideways like that.
Looks fun.
Championship, really nice.
Whoa!
Oh, that's too much.
That wasn't
over-exaggerated. Yeah, you got it. No. Well, let's just see anyway now. He's back into the pits, so there's Jamie. Jamie's the one. Yeah. Everyone else is pitting. Jamie's carrying on with the lap, it must be a fairly good one. And that was nice and tidy through the chicane. Across the line, can he nick it from the next gen guys? No, not quite. Let's see what the lap time was. And it was an 18.2, so yeah, nowhere near it in the end.
Nope. Okay. So
anyone else?
I think that will be practically it.
Nope, no improvement. Edu, is he on the lap? Or is he retired to the pits? I think he stopped on the track. I did see a car stopped. Scooby G stopped, so that is it.
Yep, that's it. So we have NGR Omega on pole. And also on the first row we have Jamie, followed by Benji in third place, Fraser 4th, Cam 1, 2, 3 5th, Jim 6th, Gaz in 7th place, 8th place is for Polo, 9th is Liam, and 10th is Edu. So we have a nice mix of the TNGTC guys and the next gen guys. If we look at the bottom drivers, it's also a nice mix. So let's see what the race will bring.
Let's do it as I think it's next gen, followed by race department, next gen, and then you can see there's like a line of next gen and a line of
Yeah.
race department. That's really neat. Well done, guys.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So next gen, they're in a strong position as it starts, and I think Omega's just kind of got to do something for the team really and try and get the other guys to the front.
Yep. And that first corner is pretty tricky.
I was about to say that's going to be really, really hard to follow cars through there and see where the action is, but I kind of think you got to expect some door rubbing in this series.
Yep. Well, it's touring cars, so
yeah.
you always can expect some pushing and shoving here and there, elbows out, and we'll have to see. I know from what I did in the Clio Cup, I also done a race at Donington, and that first corner is really tricky.
Yeah, but they'll probably come in there 3 or 4 abreasts around the back. So yeah, I've done a few GT races here, and needless to say, most of the time you don't get out of turn 1 if you're mid-pack.
Nope. We have seen quite some accidents here at Donington in that first corner.
You can't really fault the drivers in a way. You can't really fault the drivers in a way. The corner sort of nips towards the end, but here we go, right?
Yep, and we are almost off to see what Omega will do. And the lights go out, and he has a good start. And let's see what he will do. And that's a nice one going into turn 1. Don't hear anything suspicious. No crashes. Everyone got through turn 1. Yes. Very, very nice.
Hold tires down through Crane curves for the first time, and then the old hairpin. Got there in the end. Here they come, man.
This is also a tricky one, uphill and then to your right, and McLean's. Oh, and we had some contact there. Yeah.
That's
Knight
Jeremy.
Just spun off.
And Seeks, and they probably hit each other. that will really hurt Race Department's chances, so they need to get back into this. It's only a 25.
And
what's this?
See, Jamie has taken over the lead.
Corner cut penalty. Surely that was a corner cut penalty. He's lost 2-3.
Yep.
Oh. So it's down to Cam now to take it to the Race Department guys. There's Race Department 1-2 as they cross the line after the first lap. So if they're clever, Benji won't attack Jamie and just hold up the rest.
Yes, form a Benji train, which is very important here. And that's a big if. Nah, that's. I think Benji gets the message, and he's probably trying to hold up Cam here for Jamie to get a good lead, and for the other
slow down penalty.
Yes, and also for the guys further back. So, for instance, Gaz, who is now in 6th place, for them to catch up with the NGR guys.
Here we go again now.
And they're almost side by side. That's a nice roadblock there.
Yeah, you ain't getting through that. And then they just hold in behind. So, yeah, wouldn't surprise me if they're talking on mics, but Benji's a much better exit. He might have to use it. And Cam's looking down the inside.
Yeah.
He's done a double switch. Oh, it's not going to work. Looks like Jamie might hold it.
And Scooby, PS Scooby and Knight they both had a drive-through.
Oh.
So it's
not too bad here because the pit lane's like 10 centimeters long.
Yeah, that's true, but that's not looking good for TNGTC, as the 4 last drivers are all from Race Department.
Yep, so the Race Department boys need to get their act together because next gen are coming to the front.
Yeah,
and here
Cam
they
is
come
going
now.
for the lead.
Going for a great move around the outside, getting the inside from the planes.
Still in front. And there comes Benji on the inside.
Yep. All about momentum with these cars, as we said. Oh!
And someone's going wide there. Was it Jim?
Yeah, it's Jim. It's just a sea of yellow right now with a couple of blues in there.
And Gaz has now reached 5th position, so it's now Race Department, Next Gen, Race Department, Next Gen, Race Department, Next Gen, Next Gen, Next Gen. But there's a nice mix in the top 5, 6 even.
Tell you what it is. It's a high-speed train right now, and they're all at each other. I just don't think you can break the slipstream on these cars. So Cam's up the inside. He's got the inside now. Surely through Hollywood. Can he brave it out down around the outside at Craner Curves? He's just got to stay there, and he'll have the inside
side by
eventually.
side.
Will they give each other room? There's a bit of a door panel swipe. Bit naughty there from Jamie. Ah, and another hit into Benji. Here we go. It's all kicking off. But it worked. I guess. Fraser up to 2nd after all that. You just had a feeling that there wouldn't be enough room through Craner Curves, didn't you?
No, definitely not there.
Oh, Benji ran the outside. Wow.
Whoa. Gotten back to 3rd place. And Cam just got a drive-through.
You think so? Is that what the red marker means?
Yes, I think so. We will see in a moment. Okay. But I think he got a drive-through.
Okay, let's see if he peels off to the pits. I'm sure I have to do it.
No, not yet.
Straight away, or we've done 3 laps. Nope, staying out. So it must be within a certain time period. And there's a battle here for 5th. And really, if your teammates, you shouldn't really be battling. If someone's quicker than you, just let them go and let them chase down the other guys. But
yeah,
the problem is there's not much between these cars. Gaz is sat in behind, wondering where all the fun is. Let's just keep an eye on these guys that have got penalties. There's Scooby's 14th, Jeremy's 16th after probably a collision with.
But they already, I know that Scooby already served his drive-through.
Yeah.
Don't know
Fraser
about
into the lead then.
What happened to Jamie? Jamie must have made a mistake.
I think he got cornered. I think I caught the tail end of the corner cut through the old hairpin, and well, Fraser got a run through there anyway. Either way, he went past him, and Benji now looking for the overlap. Has he got it? This cameraman's drunk again.
No, not close enough to get on the inside. Oh,
see, on the inboard. Oh, did the right thing. But did that make him slow out of the chicane? Let's see.
And there comes. Nope, I thought Cam was coming in.
Jamie's down the inside, and he's through. I think Jamie's the fastest of the race department guys, and Fraser's look very fast for the next gen, and also Cam. So, where is the man that started on pole? He's in 8th right now, so that shows you how competitive it is. He's actually doing a very quick 18.0. That was easily the fastest lap last time through, but these lot are knocking paint off each other, so that's possibly why. Fraser, though, he's kept the lead for at least a lap. That's got to be some kind of record.
Jamie's right on his tail, though.
He'll look again for the overlap. And this is where Fraser looks a little bit steady through here. Getting the slipstream.
Yeah.
This car's a little bit of slipstream, looking down the inside into the chicane at the brake very late.
Ooh.
Nope.
Nice.
Great driving
Yeah.
by Fraser.
And here we have, you can now see that not only Cam has a red marker, but also who is in 5th, NGR, Edu. And Benji probably had a penalty, dropped down to 5th, just ahead of Gaz. And we will have to wait to see if Cam and Omega. Ooh,
Omega's fast. He's definitely fast.
He is fast, yeah. And now we'll have to see if Cam and Edu will take their drive-through soon.
Jamie into the lead. Up at McLean's. Nice move up the inside.
Oh, followed by 3 NGR guys.
No pressure. Don't look back, Jamie. But yeah, it's what a scrap this is. You've got the top 6 basically in a line. Gaz at the back of it, Benji in the middle,
and with 2 guys that probably still have to serve their drive-through. So maybe
just mean they cut a corner of that lap or something like that. It's maybe not just
no. What I saw is that once they get a red marker, it stays red. And there we have Cam claiming 2nd.
Yeah, they're having a little bit of switch around just to see who can take it. But Jamie now with a half a second lead, which in Clio's is pretty much a year. And oh my God, they're knocking stripes off each other on the same team, boys.
Yes, and Benji is taking advantage.
I thought it'd be quite hard to top that GT3 race, but this is insane.
Yeah, these cars are so close, especially in a default setup.
Gazi just sat back there. He's kind of like the Edu from the previous race. He just sat back waiting for things to come to him. And that's probably the best strategy in Clears. Jamie now with 8 tenths, so has he broke the slipstream?
Yep, he definitely has.
That could be crucial. Said Captain Obvious. See the lap times this time through and just see how much of a
18.9. Now
we've got to remember
and 18.1.
Yeah, that's pretty much the 2nd fastest lap I've seen. So, yeah, he's got the hammer down. His gap's now, according to this timing, 1:07. So yeah, he's really gained. There we go, 0.6.
Ah.
So Cam's actually gained on the start straight to the first corner. Yep. So these guys need to work together, as he will get away.
And Benji is also looking for a chance to overtake. He is very close. This is a hard part of the track to overtake though. But he has a nice exit. Coming into McLean's. On the outside. Just went a bit wide.
Yeah, don't be shy, guys. Make sure you're racing.
He had to brake extra there. Lost some time.
Right, where is Omega? Because I've got a feeling he's going to creep up on this. And he is. He's on the back of the group now. He's up to 7th. So he's past Jim. Jim's hanging on and coming with him. He had a bit of a free run that lap, so let's see what his lap time is. I've got a feeling he can get back into this fight. So Jamie doing 18.5s, 18.7, so yeah, he's on the pace. He's faster than the guys in front. Edu did a terrible lap. Must have got that.
And meanwhile, Cam is gaining on Jamie. They both did 18.5, but Jamie's lead is down to 4 tenths. And here comes Benji. On the inside. No, not enough.
Right, battle for the lead. Cam's on. He is totally on Jamie now. He'll look to do the switch back, and he's got a nice run up to what I'm going to call clearways.
He is on the inside. It's not enough. Wow, in the top 5 within a second.
Someone
That's
slow
very
there,
nice.
was there? Okay. Someone slow, I think that's Gaz. Yep. Corner penalty. He's dropped him down, and now Jamie is now pretty much on his own in the fight against the next gen entourage, let's call them. There they are, 3 wide.
3. Wow.
Like Martin Brinkworth said on, or Brinkworth, sorry, said on the chat, bumper love coming right up. So you could be right there, and it's been like that since the start. So the Cam now looking to go on the outside, and right behind that is Edu, and right behind that is Fraser.
Wow.
And this could all end in tears, and they could all be off. And now this teammates are side by side, and that's Edu now up to second. Now he'll try to work over Jamie, who's been in the league for an incredibly long time and clears. There's Omega's now still there with Jim, just there in the back of the pack. Benji still trying to outside the line. Just about to rock up to half distance as well. Well, sideways there. That was Edu, completely sideways on the exit. And that puts Cam back in the second place. So it's Race Department next gen, Race Department next gen. Wow. But Jamie, for Race Department really to win this, Jamie has to win the race.
Yeah, they have a nice lead after the GT3 race, but with all those guys in the top 6 from NGR, it's a tight race.
Yeah, it's the top 8 really. It's just Jamie and Benji flying the flag for Race Department. Even the top 9. So you got 2 in the top 10. You have 3 from Race Department, and the rest is all next gen. So their chosen event are doing quite well at. They're looking to win it now. There you go.
The battle for first.
It's Cam trying to get the inside. Oh, Jamie holds them off. And there was that corner cut. There's a lot of dust that went up.
And look at that. Benji's up to 4th.
And if these guys continue to fight with each other, there's a problem for Jamie.
No!
Must have got a corner cut, and I did predict that there was gravel thrown up.
Well,
right to the right, back of the pack.
Yes, and Dark Sykes isn't even a commentator, but he made the commentator curse work. He said, yes, Jamie is going to win. Come on, curse. And right after that, it happened. And now it's a whole bunch of NGR guys just swallowing up.
It's frightening. Whoa. I knew it would be.
Lose contact.
Took him off the grass. It had that look about it. Let's say that. I watched him on the exit and I thought 3 into 1 will not go.
So now Jamie fell back to 4th after the corner cut penalty, and Benji is in 7th. Cam is now leading the race.
Oh! Whoa. Another lot of contact, and that's Edu into the corner pocket. He's off. This is all starting to get a bit feisty, boys. Calm it down. Cam leads. Let's just regroup. Cam leads in 2nd. Jamie's back at the 3rd, being 7th at the start of this lap. Then Fraser, GT Omega, that's a 6th.
Did it happen again?
Jamie again.
Oh.
Jamie again with a slow down penalty. But he'll slot in behind Benji. This is all playing into the hands of next gen. And they are 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 7th, by the looks of it.
So it's
and you can see well in the background is the rest of the Race Department guys, so they need to get their act together. They've got 11 laps to get back into this and help Benji and Jamie. Running 5th and 6th now.
Definitely going to be a a tight race, even a tight race in points, because it was a top 4 finish for the race department guys in the GT3 race, and if this is going to be the finish line, it's going to be a top 4 NGR finish, but Benji is still right on the tail of those guys, so he could make a difference if he is able to get a third place or even better.
I think Jamie's one of the fastest in the race, but he just keeps making mistakes and getting those corner cut penalties. He needs to stop that and he'll move forward, but I think he's done it again actually.
It looks like it, and it's every time in the same corner.
You gotta be all kinds of stupid to do that 3 times in a row.
Especially at the same corner, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, out front, and it's a new fastest lap, I think, for Fraser, 17.9. I've not seen a 17 before.
Nope.
And that's put him right on the back of Cam, and really just needs to sit there. And then it's backed up by Fraser in third, and Omega, not GT Omega, that's a seat, and that's available from all good stores and some rubbish ones too. Benji 5th. Yeah, it's all start. Slow down penalty.
That was Cam.
And there's a flash of lights there from Jim, so either he was laughing so hard he almost crashed, or he's just saying unlucky mate. Oh, this is chaos. Here we go again.
Yep.
Fraser and Benji completely side by side on the exit. Benji's good around the outside line on this track. And he's getting a nice slipstream from the other next gen car in front of him.
Side by side.
It won't work. And now he may be vulnerable to the other next gen car who get a cut back.
Ooh. Yep.
Possibly.
Probably had to brake there.
He's got him.
Yep.
It worked. Unless he gets the slipstream off the car in front and then maybe dive into this corner. Nope, he's lost the position. Unless he can fly around the outside. He's hanging on. Jamie doesn't know where to go behind.
He has nowhere to go.
Nope.
Just keep pushing the NGR.
This is not going to work. Surely.
Oh, man.
I think Benji's lost out now. He needs to sort of think about this.
Not yet. This is so tight. Oh, and there goes Jamie.
Scooby's
through the middle. To
put Benji on the grass, and he's through the middle. What a move!
Wow.
Over the night that was. Wow. Where's Benji gone?
He probably got a penalty.
Yeah.
So now it's Jamie back in 5th, and Benji went to 8th.
Yeah. So it's all on Jamie really for race department.
So the top 10 has now 3 drivers of the TNGTC. All the others are the NGR guys.
Let's run through it if we can before everyone starts trading paint again. So it's Jim, then Cam, who's just done his personal best of the race at 18.0. Then the new fastest lap from Omega, 17.6. So he looked pretty quick. Then that was beaten instantly by Fraser on a 17.5. Jamie's now trading paints with Edu.
Yeah, falling back to 6th place.
Yeah, Jamie 6th. Scooby G in 7th. Benji back in 8th and now back on the back of the pack and drifting. Jack, not going to do the rest. 9th. Gaz 10th. And Scooby 11th. So it's really disappointing from these guys. Liam in 12th as well. They're not even in the points. Polo's in 13th. Adam's down to 14th. Six is 15th, and Jeremy's plodding around 16th and very way off the pace. But this is the battle for the lead.
Yeah, strong lead for the NGR guys, with Jim leading currently, followed by Cam, and I'm still wondering if he still has to serve that drive-through.
I'm not sure.
And if he does, he will fall back behind Jamie. So there is a chance for the race department guys to score some more points.
Yeah.
And
what was it? Top 4 in
meanwhile,
the GT3s, wasn't it?
yes,
For race
top
department.
4.
And it's top 4 for next gen in this one. So what happens behind that is probably what's going to be important. So the race department's hopes they need to kind of fill out the rest.
Although the most points are also earned in the top 4 spots, so if they could break that top 4, they might have a chance to win.
Yeah.
And there's still 7 laps to go.
Problem is there is a bit of a gap from 4th to 5th, which has now just been taken by Edu.
Yeah.
Jamie made a mistake coming out of the old hairpin, and Edu got the drive up the hill.
And there is another NGR driver behind Benji, so they are sandwiched by the NGR drivers. So for now, it's looking good for the NGR guys.
Oh. Jamie with a good run out the last chicane, gets alongside Edu.
Nice.
Try and carry that,
and
then
Benji
up
on the inside.
Oh, this can't work. Look away. It's going to be plastic pig flying everywhere. Wow. Wow. I'm surprised there hasn't been more incidences. Incidences? Is that a word? Incidents during the race. And that's wild.
Going
wild from Edu through the old hairpin. And now he's got 2 of them on him, 2 bandits on him.
On both sides.
They won't want to lose the run up the hill. Is that Benji up the inside? Surely he'll go for it. Nope, he's letting Jamie just chew the bumper off the car in front. Let's just see what's happening at the front, and I think that's Omega trying to come through. He's got incredible pace. And he seems to be picking off Jim there. Yeah, that's nice, that's a good idea. There's no point fighting each other. Race department take note.
And Cam has a nice lead, 1.2 seconds.
I think by the end of the lap you'll see Omega on him. He's so fast, so it'd be stupid to fight now. Top 4 lockout and then top 5 lockout now, and Edu's been great. Oh, there's contact, and that allows. This is all very. Oh, there's a car on the grass, and that's Scooby G.
That was a hard hit.
One of the G's. G stands for grass. And oops, gone too far. There's Scooby G and Benji going around the inside of him. If that actually makes sense. Jamie now right up behind Edu again. Going for the long way around McLean's. Benji's the only one I've seen pull that off.
Switchback? Nope.
Not quite. If you look on the race feed, you can see that Polo's trying to set the record for amount of track limits in one race. So far doing really well. Oh, there's contact on the exit of the corner, big crash.
Oh, Jim goes off. And that was with
Edu. And they're both off. And you saw it coming, but just didn't quite give each other enough room, and I'm sure there'll be a few slowdown penalties, but again that plays into the hands of next gen. Oh,
definitely. So now we have only Benji, Scooby, Liam and Jamie in the top 10.
But we need to remember the result from the GT3s, and that was a lockout for race department. But it all depends. I think what's really important is 5th down to 10th now, and there's a lot of race department guys there, so that might be their saving. But this is great teamwork from next gen, the way they pulled this race together, because it wasn't looking good to start with. Jamie led the opening stages, but now Cam leads from Omega, and he has pretty much caught him. Not with their lap as I predicted, but and then Jim. So all they've got to do is do this. This is perfect. And then Fraser, 4th on his own, 4 seconds ahead of Benji. So there's only 4 laps left, so there isn't going to be any catching him. Scooby G, Scooby Grass as he is in this race. And then PS Scooby just behind, so he's actually profited from a few incidents, and he's actually got his lap times down pretty well as well. 18.0s. So if he can get in amongst that battle with Benji and take that position off Scooby G, then that might be critical.
Yeah.
So Benji's thinking about it. He may do well to hold up this next gen driver.
Yeah, maybe give Scooby a chance to catch up.
Yeah, they've really got to think about the positions from 5th to 10th now and see if they can lock that out. There's Jack, he's bombing along in 8th, doing pretty well. Scooby again with another fast lap. So he's grown into the race. He was very slow to start with.
Yeah.
Wasn't enjoying the clears in qualifying.
Meanwhile, we had a message on the live chat by Fresh White Tea Gaming asking if he could join. Well, this is a race that was planned before, so this is not an open lobby. But if you are interested, Fresh White Tea Gaming, go to the Next Gen Racing Facebook page, or go to the Race Department website, racedepartment.com, and register there to see if you can join either of the leagues for a practice session.
Yep. And like I say, we'll put the links in the video when this all uploads after, so you can watch the replay of it. And we'll put links to both sites, so it's fair. But this is looking all over by the shouting, to be honest with you, this race. And in fact, Cam's about to lap Jeremy just to rub salt in the wound. Yeah. So Adam's not that far in front of that, so, and Seeks. The Next Gen have really come to the fore in the clears. I guess that's why they... Oh, he's got a stop penalty. And that allows Omega into the lead. So Cam will be gutted about it. He's led the last probably 8-9 laps. But it won't affect the result really, because Benji's still doing a pretty good job to hold on to 5th.
Yep.
Ahead of Scooby.
And Scooby.
Ahead of Scooby. I knew they'd be on the track together at some point just to really make things awkward. But Scooby G with his fastest lap of the race now, looking down the inside of Benji. Benji covers it well. Takes the race in line. Carries the speed. But Scooby S, PS Scooby, whatever you want to call him, not quite got onto the back of these guys, and that's a shame.
No, he's not catching up.
Jack doing a good drive, just staying out of trouble. Not particularly the fastest on the track, but keeping the points up for Next Gen. Ahead of Liam, I haven't really seen much of Liam this race, but he's 9th. Jamie's fallen back to 10th for all the drama.
Yeah, such a shame. He was doing so well.
Yeah.
Up until Dark Sykes cursed him.
I know, it wasn't even me, so I could feel guilt-free about that.
Yeah.
But if I can start the last lap, and my tip. So if I tip the Next Gen guys and they win, so I'm pretty good at this. Omega starts his last lap.
And there we are, the last
Cam,
lap.
and he's just about holding off Jim.
And will Benji be able to fend off Scooby G?
I think he seems to have them covered, but here we go. He's probably going to pass him right now. He seems to have kept him back for the last couple of laps, so maybe he knows where to defend.
Yeah, looking good through this sector. Hard to overtake here.
Dark Sykes is apologising for Jamie's misdemeanors, and so he should. Let's see if I can catch the end of this race this time. So Omega now coming towards the end of the lap, just in cruise mode. Didn't quite get round to lapping Jeremy. Got a 1, 2, 3, 4 for the
Yep.
next gen guys in
So
flashing lights.
where we had a 1, 2, 3, 4 for the race department guys in the GT3, it's going to be a 1 through 4 for next gen racing. So it's going to be very close with the points.
Yep, so Jim second, Cam third, Fraser fourth, Benji holds on
Benji
for fifth, he did it. Scooby
well
G
done.
sixth, Scooby seventh, eighth for Jack, whatever you want to say, Liam ninth, and Jamie 10th. But the crucial thing is from 5th through 10th, so that will make all the difference when it comes to the points at the end, and it's going to be very, very close.
Yes.
What a great event.
Just a couple of points.
Jazz has now stuffed it in the wall as well. And just finish off the finishers, Edu. God, the guy seemed to be up the front the whole race, and he's 13th. That's got to be disappointing. Seeks trying to run across the line with Adam bobbing along behind him through the last chicane. And 14th for Seeks, 15th for Adam, who's mighty happy about that, as you can tell. And then we just got Jeremy coming across the line now to take the last position. So now we need someone really, really intelligent to find out the points.
Yes, and Dark Sykes is... Well, I don't know the points from there. I know that the top 4 of both races is the same, and behind that it will be very close. And the one who is doing the tables, the points tables, is Dark Sykes, and he will probably have the results. I don't know if he will have them during this live broadcast, and he will work out the points as soon as possible. Well, all in all, we have seen 2 very, very exciting races with 2, well, pretty equally matched leagues. On the one hand, we had the GT3 race at Spa, chosen by Race Department, and they slightly dominated that race. And the guys in Next Gen Racing chose a Clio Cup race at Donington Park National, where they dominated. So we've seen 2 action-packed races, 2 different classes. Very exciting.
Yeah, that was a really good event. I had my doubts, but actually it was very, very good. But you can see there's time penalties as well that we didn't actually factor in. +5s and +1s, but it seems to have all stayed the same roughly.
Let's go back to the top to see how it turned out. Yeah, Cam is still, he fell back to 3rd place, but it's still 1, 2, 4 for the Next Gen Racing guys. So, well, a very special event, very eventful race, or even both races. And like we said before, if you are interested in racing with either the TNGTC or a Race Department and the Next Gen guys, search for Race Department in Google. We have a couple of events going. We have a season going on right now, and we have some room for drivers. So go to RaceDepartment.com and look for the Thursday Night GT Championship.
So we just need to wait on the points, don't we, for the moment?
Yes.
To see who's won.
And if you are interested with racing with Next Gen Racing, go to Facebook. They have a lot of leagues on Project Cars 2, Assetto Corsa, even GT Sport. So go there if you're interested in racing with them. There's always some room. And, well, that's all the information I have for now.
Yeah, so just waiting on the points to see who's won. But like I say, the crucial positions are 5th through 10th. And I can't actually remember the finishing order of the GTs.
I can't tell you that either. No.
Yeah. Maybe I can find out.
So I guess that
I have it. I have it. So we had go away. So 5th was Next Gen, and Next Gen was in 6th, and 7th, and 8th, and 9th. So I'd say Next Gen have got this.
Yeah. Probably looking that way.
Let's do it for us.
Yeah, and
I'd say that's pretty bang on then. That should be pretty easy. I think Next Gen have got this. So that's my poor maths.
Yeah, so still going to be very close, but I think that Next Gen just won this one just by a couple of points.
Yeah, that's what I think as well. So we'll wait for it to be official, but congratulations to start with.
Yeah, well, let's compliment all the drivers first. Yeah. It's been some close racing, full grid on both races, and we've seen a lot of changes in leaders. So great driving by all drivers. Yeah.
Yep, there's some flash points mainly in the clears, which you can't expect, especially at Donington Park. So when you're like 3 abreast, it only takes the slightest wrong move and all hell breaks loose. But Next Gen really worked well together in the clears to force themselves to the front. And Jamie and Benji were the only ones that really could hold a candle to them in terms of pace.
Yeah.
Ultimately, that looks like it's the difference, and I think Next Gen have got it.
Yeah, I think so. It's just it's such a shame that Jamie got those time penalties, and the points are in. So drum roll, please.
You have to wait. They're being delivered by DHL. You may have to wait. Pretty sure Next Gen have got it. Let's just wait for official confirmation.
Yeah, it's so exciting that even the exciting background music stopped, and so we have Race Department with total of 131 points, and now we will have to wait for the Next Gen. Next Gen 150 points. So Next Gen wins this team versus team battle. Congratulations to Next Gen. Great drive in both races, and it was great to commentate on these both races. And also thank you to Ben Millen for joining me here in the comment booth.
Thanks to me for getting everyone's names wrong, is what you really mean.
Well, I think Jack will be very, very, very grateful. So, it was a nice race, and maybe we will do something similar in the future. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you guys on the next race.
See you guys.